Hello, everyone. The man Mike here. I have a very interesting story for you guys, alright? Today we're going to be looking at the time my grandma didn't trust me and I was right, and why everyone should trust me and I'm the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. Just kidding, but here we have a story on my grandma and my dad to some extent giving my giving this random person she didn't know like 35 or they didn't know. So it all starts out, and I want to say summer of last year. It might have been later, it might have been earlier. I can't remember. I have the intelligence of a dead goldfish. So we were exiting this Walmart with some groceries, and there's just this dude playing a violin hooked into an amp, which I'm pretty sure was only hooked into like a speaker to play the music. And he was just doing this along to a song that was probably supposed to be like doing this. He was just holding one chord. Actually, I don't know if it's called a chord in the violin world, but he was holding on to like one like yeah, I'll just call it chord and just doing this and like trying to put in some emotion. So he's like yeah, I was like, nope, nope, that's not real. But I didn't want to say anything because my Graham never believes me about anything. So I, even when I say the the man trying to give you $1 million is not the ghost of your grandparents. She probably wouldn't believe that if that happened. But she gave this. She was like, "Oh my God, this person is so good at playing violin," and was crying over it. And she gave him like $35. All right, and I think my dad gave the dude like 10. So that was $45. I want to say it actually might have been more or less. I can't remember. So we went back when we were driving back home. I was like, Graham, that dude was a scoundrel. He was a fraud. He did not. He was not playing that violin. He was like, "How dare you say that, Michael?" And I was like, well, did you see the dude playing the violin? He was not playing it like how you're supposed to. I've seen actual videos of people playing violin. So when he so my dad my dad sort of believed it. My grandma wasn't getting any of it at all. And then we went home. I went to bed, and then I left my dad's house. And then about a week later, my dad or my grandma, I can't remember, was calling me. It's like, I failed you. Actually, whoever said it didn't say I failed you, but it was like, you were right. I was like, right about what? And whoever made the call was like, you were right about the violin thing. They were faking it because there was a news article. This wasn't like no Alex Jones Sandy Hook conspiracy theory bullshit. This was something that actually happened and was actually covered by news press. So yeah, kind of a bad look on my grandma and my dad's terms. Whoever called said there was a news article about these people around the East Coast, or yeah, the East Coast, who are like fake playing violin in parking lots of places. And I was like, I told you, you never believe me. You don't get me, Mom. This isn't a phase. I actually didn't say that, but I said like I told you it was a fraud. It was a joke. She was like, I know, ha ha ha. This we can. I'm too online to trust anyone anymore. So, and I've been online for more time than any of them, even though they're older than me. But they're my relatives. I can't. Of course, they're older than me.